Allow me then to start and delve right into the material. I start off with the definition of a sound engineer. I found this online. I believe it may have been Wikipedia. A sound engineer is a technician dealing with acoustics for a broadcast or musical performance. To elaborate, the sound engineer is the person who makes the performer sound good. You as a sound engineer are the person who is responsible to make sure that the artist, the band, whomever, sounds great when the audience is listening to them. By saying this, I do not wish to take anything away from the talent and skills of a musician, a performer, a band. Yes, they still have to be on the button. They have to nail the performance. They have to deliver and be good musicians, singers, performers. That is a prerequisite. But a poor sound engineer can destroy the performance of any artist. A poor sound engineer can seriously damage the event that a performer worked weeks, months, and possibly even years to perfect. For that reason that I say it is so important for us as sound engineers to understand, it is our responsibility to make sure that the artist, the band, the performer sounds the best they can. It is our job to assist them in their delivery, to make sure it is not jaded, broken down, weakened, or even totally wiped out because of poor sound. It is the responsibility of the sound engineer to paint the picture of sound on the canvas of our ears. Having said that, I want to move to my next point. A good sound engineer is required to have some musical talent. If you love music but are incapable of singing, playing a musical instrument, but you want to join a band, and your solution is be the sound engineer, but you're totally tone deaf, please extricate yourself from that situation. Do not punish that poor band or artist with whom you are involved by exposing them to a tone deaf sound engineer. We as sound engineers need to have some musical ability and skill. To illustrate, we would not expect a masterpiece from a painter who is incapable of seeing or who is heavily blinded and unsighted. We would expect a masterpiece from a painter who has his full faculties in terms of his vision. And the same holds true for a sound engineer. You cannot paint a picture of sound on the canvas of our ears if you are incapable of hearing many of the musical nuances, the rhythm, the pitch, and some of the finer intricacies involved in setting up sound. And now I'm not simply referring to a band or a vocalist setup. I'm even referring to something like a voiceover or narrative in an advertisement or in a voiceover for a documentary. You need to be able to have a measure of understanding of music, of rhythm, a measure of talent to be able to perform as a sound engineer. If you are totally tone deaf and thought you would get into sound because you want to be involved in music or in a band, rather consider being involved in marketing, advertising for a band, management, maybe a stage crew member or a roadie, getting involved in lighting, being a technician, working with the actual devices, fixing, repairing, improving. But it is so important that I underscore, a sound engineer needs to have a measure of musical talent and capability. Sure, you need not be able to sing like a rock star or play guitar like Van Halen. but you do need to have a measure of musical skill and ability, even if it is only keeping a melody in the shower. Bear this in mind as you continue on this training seminar. In the next video, we will be dealing with the basics about sound. And I encourage you to follow this course in the order that it is presented. You are welcome to jump to certain other parts and listen to them and gain knowledge from them. But the course is put together in such a way that over the duration thereof, certain key elements are shared in many of the initial lessons. And in later lessons, I refer back to these elements without restating them or reclarifying them. And if you do get to a lesson like that, it may be somewhat unclear. For that reason, I strongly encourage you, follow this seminar in the order that it is presented. See you in the next video.